Good morning, friends and family. It is Monday. It is 8 o'clock Eastern, and if it's Monday at 8 o'clock, it's Nerd World News with I am your host, somebody who is infinitely more coordinated than Tanya with a selfie stick. Just saying. So don't look at me. Just as we were going live, what were you doing? What were you doing as we were going live? Fumbling like you were Scott.
I was taking my phone out of the selfie stick.
Scott Norwood on a windy day.
I almost dropped my phone.
Whopping it.
Leave me alone.
No.
I need a little tripod to stand this on.
Uh-huh. Sure. Okay. All right. So John Paragon's on board. Peter's on board. Hi, guys. Good to see you all. We're going to jump right in. And the very first thing we're going to talk about tonight, don't blink. Hero Collector launches new Doctor Who Advent Calendar. Let's see. The Pandorica is opening, or rather, the Doctor Who Advent Calendar is opening. Hero Collector, a division of Eagle Moss, is launching a new Doctor Who Advent Calendar for this year's holiday season. Countdown to Christmas and celebrate all of the wibbly, wobbly, timey-wimey days with 24 festive gifts and accessories across space and time. The Doctor Who Advent Calendar is designed in the shape of the Doctor's iconic time machine, the TARDIS. Fans can unwrap items including a TARDIS-shaped sandwich cutter, a set of Doctor Who coasters, and a Centauran. Think Strax from the 11th Doctor's seasons. It's a Centauran egg cup that's perfect holiday breakfast, proving that the TARDIS really is bigger on the inside. Each gift comes with a note that explains the story and the trivia behind the item in question. Plus, each day's surprise comes wrapped in special Doctor Who branded wrapping paper. After the holiday season is over, the TARDIS calendar becomes a display piece in your home, the perfect place to store all your fish fingers and custard. This will be available in September. It is available to pre-order now. It is going to be about $130, and that will be at shop.eaglemoss.com. So if, as the old saying goes, for those of you who like this sort of thing, this is the sort of thing you like. Let's see what we're doing over here. Now we're jumping over back to StreamYards. Friends and family, will this feature classic Doctors? I know nothing about it, Peter, other than what I shared with you in the article. So I'm going to assume it's probably going to be more of a nouveau Who type of a situation, considering some of the references they made, but you never can tell. We'll know a little bit more in September when they become available in stores. James Bourne's on board. Hello, James. At this time is now where we go wandering off to that luxurious little place on the east side of the city where our famous dancers are now waiting to talk to you about comic books. Ladies, comic chicks, it's time to do the thing you do when you do the thing.
Christopher.
Bring it away.
Oh, okay, so we'll start with me.
Yep.
Me.
You.
G.I. Joe, a real American hero, number 282, Murder by Assassination, Part 2. Murder, mystery, and mayhem continues as the newest Joe continues her investigation into Cobra Chaos. Can she, with the help of some special friends, solve the mystery and save the day before it is too late? The plot thickens as living legend Larry Hama and superstar artist Andrew Griffith from Transformers continue their bombastic tale featuring the exciting new Joe team member, codenamed Sherlock.
Not Holmes, right?
Not Holmes.
Not Holmes, okay. DC Pride #1, The Wrong Side of the Looking Glass by the Victors. Try the Girl, another word for a truck to move your furniture. He's the Light of My Life. Clothes, makeup, gift, be gay, do crimes, date night, love life.
Wow.
DC celebrates Pride Month with 9 all-new stories starring fan favorite LGBTQIA+ characters: Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, Midnighter, Extraño, Batwoman, Aqualad, Alan Scott, Obsidian, Future State Flash, Renee Montoya, Pied Piper, and many more. This anthology will also feature a thrilling introduction of the new hero Dreamer in the DCU, as seen on the CW Supergirl. A pinup gallery with art by Travis Moore, Chris Anka, Kevin Wada, Sophie Campbell, Nick Robles, and more. 6 exciting new profiles of DC TV's LGBTQIA+ characters and the actors who play them.
Ooh. So Sophie Campbell also did Teenage Mutant
Ninja
Ninja
Turtles.
Turtles Demica, so that's really exciting.
Yep.
Heroes Reborn, Squadron Savage #1, The Queen's Sacrifice. Elektra leads a team of the world's deadliest heroes and villains. With all of the reality hanging in the balance, there are some threats that require a more savage approach than the Squadron Supreme of America can offer. For those missions, the Department of Defense has put together a team consisting of Elektra, the Punisher, Crossbones, Cloak, and the enigmatic Murder Hornets. They must find their way through a team of superpowered terrorists known as the Redeemers. If they don't kill one another first, prepare for twists, turns, double crosses, and action aplenty. Heroes Reborn tie-in.
Okay. And the last one for this week is Bunny Mask #1.
I'd buy it based on artwork.
A new horror series from the creator of the Eisner-nominated Colder. Sealed in a cave before the dawn of man, released by a crazed madman, Bunny Mask walks our world once more. But for what dark purpose does she use her unnatural powers? And what's her connection to Bea Foster, a young girl murdered by her father 14 years ago? Did you just give me bunny ears? In order to save his life and his sanity, one man will have to discover the truth of what waits behind the mask. Writer Paul Tobin, Colder, and artist Andrea Muti, Maniac of New York, Hellblazer, unleash an eons-old legend upon an unsuspecting world. One that will make your most horrific nightmare feel like a walk in the park. I was trying to get other genres out there for other people other than just the superhero comics. I was going.
No, I like it. I would buy Bunny
Mask.
Bunny Mask is probably on the list. I haven't picked up comics in 2 weeks, so Wednesday before we do Comic Chicks, you and I will be making a trip to First Print to pick them up and see how much money we could spend on Wade.
Yeah, there you go. Is he buying dinner too?
No, I can make dinner.
Oh, I told Jess Chipotle.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So on that note, we are making plans for Wednesday that we're going to have Comic Chicks on Wednesday at Ann's house. We're going to go get all of her comics for 2 weeks. And we'll see you guys on Wednesday. I think we might have to go later.
7 probably. 6:37.
7:30.
See if we head right out at 5.
Yeah, we'll probably be a little later because people are outside enjoying the weather. So
maybe we could even be in the comic shop.
Ooh. On location, maybe. Maybe. We'll have to see.
Very nice.
So in that, we're gonna throw it back to you, Christopher, and we're gonna go tap our little happy rear ends off.
All right, ladies, tap happy. It's great to see you as
Only
always.
2 dance classes away.
We have this dance class and next week's dance class, and then recital. So
Very cool.
Pray for us.
Posted.
yes, pray for us.
We'll have clips
Okay.
for
Bye,
the next show.
Bye.
All right, happy Wednesday. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Bye.
All right, my friends, let's jump over to the comments section real quick. Peter's going on to talk about the fact that we need, or I say I need, more classic Doctor Who stuff. I agree with you, Peter. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the classic is caught on just as much as the new has. And Elizabeth it's not something I paid much attention to, but I know they've done some t-shirts in the past based on the classic serials. James Bourne's making a comment on the zombie with the bunny ears. Looks like human flavored ramen. That is a reference to a throwaway comment made by one of the players of our new every other Wednesday streaming game of Dungeons and Dragons, where Tanya and I are teaching a group of Girl Scouts and one of the Girl Scouts' younger brother how to play the game from scratch. We had our first actual role-played interaction on Wednesday, and it was a little on the chaotic side, hence human-flavored ramen comments. We're going to roll with it and see what happens. If you care to see what's going on, you can find that on our YouTube channel and on our Twitch, and then every other Wednesday. If it's not a Comic Chicks Wednesday, it'll be a Dungeons and Dragons with the Girl Scouts Wednesday. We haven't come up with a really good idea for a name of the show yet. But as that evolves, we'll keep you, as always, posted. Now, this is the point in the show where I go jumping over to the fella who is currently on the screen on my left, on your right, and we're going to talk about www.patreon.com. What is that, Chris? Well, go to /FC3ROC and you will find FC3's Patreon page with several levels where you can sponsor us or at least just kind of offer your support. And every week for the time being, James has been providing a video game blog, one of the many treats that we provide to you here from Mighty Monkey Corporation. James, my buddy, what do you got for us this week around?
Well, on the blog tomorrow, or possibly Wednesday, if I get captured by a lander from the game I plan on talking about, it's Eugene Jarvis's revolutionary side-scrolling shoot-'em-up Defender and its sequel, Defender 2 Stargate. No relation to the TV series or movies.
That's a shame.
The act of actively protecting civilians on a hostile alien planet from invading forces across effectively 3 screens of real estate was no small task, especially for 1981 when this was basically new territory for arcade gaming. This was also one of my dad's favorite games of the era, so there's a very deep personal connection here for me, and I'd be grateful if you check out the blog when it goes up over the next day or so. Now, on Thursday, Gaming Street Irregulars is having a ball. Literally. Chrissy and I are talking about Atari's quartet of legendary trackball games: Centipede, Millipede, Missile Command, and Crystal Castles.
Oh, cool.
Cue slide. They may not be the deepest games,
Thank
but
you.
we found an awful lot to talk about, and we hope you join the conversation when the podcast goes live on Thursday morning. No quarters required, as always.
Nice.
Then on Friday, Pembroke and I are back with the kind of, sort of, hopefully funny cartoon podcast as we talk about the Japanese sneak attack of 1967 on America's children. Okay, not really. But that dramatic description of something ultimately mundane would fit right in with the over-the-top nature of Tatsunoko Productions' Speed Racer.
That's awesome.
We're looking at episodes like The Trick Race, which TV Guide called one of the most dramatic moments in television, and The Car Hater, which is
one of the least dramatic moments in TV history.
well, actually, there's not enough time in the segment for me to properly describe this episode.
Okay.
Which is one of the most insane things I've ever seen. So just join Pemmy and I on Friday, won't you?
That's worth talking about.
Chris, any questions?
I'm in good shape, my brother.
And back to you.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, so I'm going to try and click some buttons here and see if it works in my favor or not. And it's not, but we'll just roll with it. Let's see what we got here. So anyway, like I said, FC3, we have the Patreon, www.patreon.com/FC3ROC. Several levels where you can go ahead and sponsor us and share what we do. And then you can do the simple things like sharing what we do online through social media. If you see us on Twitter, if you see us on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever, share what we've got going on. Let people know that we are here and that we are working on getting you a show on September 25th and 26th at the Total Sports Experience in Gates. All of the information you can find is on our link tree, and I'm going to find that link in a moment here. Hang on just a second. There it is, and I'm going to go to here, and there it is. Check it out. There is my email address, so you can contact me directly if you have any questions or comments or anything you would like us to take a look at. But right below that, right here, our entire online presence is housed in that particular spot. Linktree, Mighty Monkey. You'll find all of our podcasts, all of our social media, the FC3 main website with all of the up-to-date information about what we've been going on in terms of cooking up for the show. Elizabeth Rice goes on to say FC3 over the weekend and then leaving for Walt Disney World a few days after. Elizabeth Rice knows how to live. That's what I'm going to say. In a recent episode of Dan and Chris Save the World, we talked about the 2 commandments of life. A, don't be a dick. And B, do the thing. Elizabeth is doing the thing, and I am so happy for her, and I hope you have a great time in Disney World after FC3. So with that being said, I am going to jump back over here. I'm going to click on this, and we're going to go right back in to the storyboard. And check this out. Oh, by the way, before I get too far, I've got my Nerd World News t-shirt on. You can get those on Amazon. Just look for MMC's or FC3's Nerd World News. And all those t-shirts are available online. That's kind of cool. So here we go. General Mills is launching a mischievous new Loki Charms cereal. I wish I had the picture for this. The God of Mischief is at it again, but this time he's not making off with the Tesseract and causing a bit of chaos in the timeline. Instead, he's taking on breakfast and shape-shifting a morning favorite to be, well, mischievous. General Mills is releasing a new mischievously dish. I'm wondering how many times this article is going to use the word mischievous. Anyway, from the beloved Lucky Charms cereal, Loki Charms, just in time for the release of Marvel Studios' latest series on Disney Plus, Loki, which will be debuting this coming Wednesday on June 9th. The Loki Charms cereal is truly an exclusive affair. Only 3,500 boxes will be available for cereal and Marvel fans to purchase on mischievouslydelicious.com beginning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday to coincide with the premiere of the show on Disney+. Each box of Loki Charms will cost $8, and the price does include shipping. Fans wanting early access to Loki Charms can head to mischievouslydelicious.com to crack an encryption code left for fans. The first 1,000 who guesses the code will get early access to the limited time cereal before it goes open to the public. The new Charms cereal is just the latest movie tie-in from General Mills. In April, the cereal maker also released a new Ghostbusters cereal ahead of the upcoming release of Ghostbusters Afterlife. All right, so in Marvel Studios' Loki, Loki resumes his role as the God of Mischief in a new series set after Avengers Endgame. Kate Herron directs, and Michael Waldron serves as head writer. Tom Hiddleston leads the show as the titular villain. The cast also includes Owen Wilson, wow, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, Sophia Di Martino, Wunmi Mosaku, and Richard E. Grant. That will be on Disney Plus this Wednesday. What do we got here? Oh, and here comes Bill. Don't forget to have the Cosmic Lounge at Astronomicon. It's the more chill place in the universe, most chill place in the universe, I assume. And Astronomicon will be in October. Bill is going to be coming on to Nerd World News later this summer to talk a little bit about Astronomicon and what it's going to entail, who's going to be there, including you, ticket holders. You will be there, and we're looking forward to seeing you there. But before that, will be FC3, the aforementioned FC3. Moving on the storyboard list of things to talk about, Shadow and Bone has been renewed for season 2 at Netflix. Let's see what we got here. Netflix, that has the series adaptation of Shadow and Bone, will be continuing as the streaming platform has renewed the drama for season 2. Based on the first 2 books and Lee Bardugo's Grishaverse, the story centers on a cartographer who discovers she has the magical ability to summon light. And the revelation of her abilities creates new tensions between few nations. With the help of General Kirigan, Grisha with the ability to control darkness, Alina must use her power to destroy a region of impenetrable darkness that has stained the land for hundreds of years. The ensemble roster for the Netflix drama includes Jessie May Lee, Archie Renault, Freddie Carter, Amita Suman, Kit Young, Ben Barnes, and Zoe Wanamaker. Development on the project was fast-tracked at Netflix after it acquired the rights to the novel series in early 2019. Attaching Bird Box scribe Eric Hesserer to create, write, showrun, and executive produce alongside Sean Levy and his 21 Laps Entertainment banner, which has a first look deal, with the streaming platform, Shadow and Bone debuted in April to rave reviews from critics and audiences, which seems to have translated to its viewer numbers as well. Now, on a personal experience level, I've watched the first 4 episodes of Shadow and Bone season 1, and I can tell you from personal experience, I've enjoyed it. I found it to be a very interesting story. There is some formulaic fantasy tropes involved, but if you can look past it, the characters I find to be very interesting, and so far my favorite is the gunslinger, who I believe is named Jasper. I might be wrong there, but it's a good story, and I would recommend it if you have access to it. Jumping over to the comments section, Henry Cavill taking on the lead role in up-and-coming Highlander reboot. We did hear something about that. I think we covered it in Nerd World News a couple of weeks ago, as a matter of fact. But that's definitely sounds to be like it's going to be a thing. And as we learn more, we're going to share that with you. That's some cool stuff there. So I'm hoping that there's some actual, like, something happening there. That would be kind of neat to have that happen. I am going to do one more story, and then we're going to jump into our birthday link. Every Star Trek reveal in Nichelle Nichols' documentary. Let's see what we got here. Here is every Star Trek reveal in Paramount Plus's Woman in Motion, Nichelle Nichols' Star Trek, and the remaking of NASA. Directed by Todd Thompson, Woman in Motion shines the spotlight on the extraordinary work of Nichelle Nichols and what she did for NASA in the 1970s after the cancellation of Star Trek. Woman in Motion details how Nichelle Nichols, through her company Woman in Motion, spent 4 months in the 70s recruiting qualified women and people of color as candidates for NASA's Space Shuttle program. Nichols toured the country as a NASA spokeswoman, and her successes included bringing Dr. Sally Ride, the first American woman in space, and Colonel Guyan Bluford, the first African American in space, to NASA. Nichols continued to be affiliated with NASA and remains a strong and enthusiastic proponent of space exploration. Moving on, it's going to offer fascinating info about her role in Star Trek, as well as with NASA. And it goes on to talk a little bit about her life and times and how she, and there's actually a whole anecdote of how she originally wanted to play the role of Spock. So it's going to be a good thing. It's going to be out there. And if you get a chance, make sure you take that particular broadcast in. So my friends, it's that time again. I'm going to try this badly. There we go. Look at that. A birdie told me it was your birthday. I ate him. All right. Happy birthday today, Monday, June 7th, to Bill Hader, Liam Neeson, and the legendary Tom Jones. Tomorrow, June 8th, Frank Grillo, the actor who played Crossbones in the MCU. And on Wednesday, June 9th, Johnny Depp, Natalie Portman, Michael J. Fox, and everybody's favorite Katara, Mae Whitman. On Thursday, June 10th, it will be the birthday of Kate Upton, Elizabeth Hurley, and reformed stormtrooper Bill Burr. On Friday, the 11th of June, we'll be saying happy birthday to Shia LaBeouf, Peter Dinklage, and House Hugh Laurie. On Saturday, June 12th, we'll be saying happy birthday to Dave Franco and supermodel Adriana Lima. And then on Sunday, June 13th, we have a huge list of birthdays here. We have Captain America, Chris Evans. We have Mary-Kate Olsen, Elizabeth Olsen's younger sister. And oh, by the way, strangely enough, Ashley Olsen's having a birthday on the same day. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, that works out.
It's kind of weird how that works, isn't it? And also having a birthday that day, the irrepressible Kat Dennings. Now, friends and family, on June 14th, which is normally a Monday and a Nerd World News Day, we will not actually be having Nerd World News. I'm letting you that now because it is a big day in the Frank family. My bouncing baby boy Ian will be graduating from the hallowed halls of Greece Arcadia, so I'm going to be a little occupied that day. Unfortunately, I will not bring you the nerdiest of news on that day. But 1 week later, on the 21st, we'll be right here at this time, at this channel, doing what we do, having a good time, and sharing what we find out with you. So, for James, for Tanya, for Ann, and myself, this has been Nerd World News. You guys have a great week. You have a safe week, and we will talk to you again next week. There's too many of these things here. You know that? There we go. That's the guy I'm looking for. Take care, everybody.